You got a unicorn in your IT department. No problem is too big or too small for them. They're the IT person that everybody requests to see. Most of your people don't read documentation or Google things themselves. They just ask Unicorn because Unicorn has all the answers. Unicorns are not meant to be captured. Be proactive with your unicorn. If you realize that you got somebody that's basically doing all the work, you need to go and have a meeting with them in order to prevent burnout. Do not have a meeting like this. Have one more akin to this. People will always choose the path of least resistance in order to get something done. In the context of a user having a problem with their PC, then they go to the best tech. They go and they talk to that one person that they know just already has the answer. This means that your unicorn is probably constantly getting hit up by anybody and everybody about anything and everything. Ask Unicorn this in the meeting. Ask them, what type of tickets do you normally get? How often do you see the exact same problem being sent over? How many things are sent your way that are easily solvable by just Googling? How many things are not actually IT problems, but are rather users not knowing how to use their programs problems? So, for example, somebody comes to them and say, hey, Unicorn, how do I move this image in Microsoft Word and make it to where my other stuff doesn't jump around? That's not an IT problem. Also, this is a big one. Like, for some reason, there seems to be a bunch of people who are in managerial positions that will ask the IT department to convert a Word doc over to a PDF. That is not a question your IT department should be handling. If you discover that your unicorn is constantly getting bogged down by just bogus questions, small time stuff, then you need to do things in order to alleviate that. Things such as requiring your end users to use the ticketing system, especially for things that are not urgent. So, for example, if you can't print to your desktop printer, but you can print to the office copier, that's a low priority ticket. If your computer screen is randomly flashing on and off constantly and your mouse is jittering all over the place, that's a big problem. Train your staff to understand the difference and make sure that they're not using alternate communication in order to get around putting a ticket in for themselves. End users don't ever think about this, but the 2 minutes that it takes for you to type a text message to send a unicorn, hey, will you take a look at this problem, is 10 minutes worth of time for that unicorn to go in and properly put it into their ticketing system, because they're now having to do back and forth with that end user in order to properly describe the problem. Train your staff to use the ticketing system. And if you don't have a ticketing system, for God's sake, start using one. There's a free one out there called Peppermint. Anybody can set it up.